This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, JVN. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy James. This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
What's up, y'all? It's Adonis Allen, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the Hoodrat Thundercat, Adonis Allen.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
And can you tell us where the Hoodrat Thundercat will be thundering next event-wise? Yes.
Okay, so I'm bringing the Thunder, let's see, in May, the 23rd, that's Frontline, Honor Bound. I'm going against my current roommate, my former best friend, it depends on the day, Kid Lat, one-on-one. The first time we're going one-on-one in a little bit, actually, so it's really cool to run it back. And then you can find me on Instagram, _.AdonisAllen. Actually, wait, no, _Adonis.Allen_. And then YouTube, Adonis Allen, Spotify, Apple Music, all Adonis Allen.
And merchandise?
Merchandise, you can find me at AdonisAllen.com for all my merchandise. Also, Thunder and Lightning, that's my tag team with Kid Lat. You can find our merchandise there as well.
It might be Thunder and Lightning merchandise will be discontinued after that match. We'll see. And
gotta get it while you can.
Of course, you can find all the links to all his social media in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox.
Thank you. And any updates on where I will be will always be on my Instagram. And so, yeah, that's a great way to keep updated.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into it. You work for Higher Ground Wrestling and Frontline Pro. Can you tell us about your relationship with those companies?
Yeah, so starting off with Higher Ground Wrestling. Actually, I'll start with Frontline Pro. That was like my maybe third, fourth match. Oh my goodness, I've been with them basically the whole start of my career. I was riding with some other wrestlers, and then Kid Lat was on the show. I was riding with him, or actually maybe I wasn't. I don't know. I know he was at the event for sure though, and his opponent got sick, and so I learned very early on in my career to always bring your gear to shows just in case you're needed. And so I had my gear. I went one-on-one with Kid Lat as like my second, third, fourth match. It was fun. That was my introduction to Frontline. I was still so new and like sort of brand new to all this, so I was pretty nerve-wracking. So that was my start with Frontline Pro, and then since then, Ben McCoy has been just so amazing. He's given me so many opportunities. Let's see, wow. My first title was with Frontline Pro, the Battle Championship, which was crazy. I didn't expect to get that, but I think it definitely helped me as a performer, gaining that confidence. So I'm very grateful to Ben McCoy for that. And that's not the only piece of gold I've won at Frontline. With Kid Lat as Thunder and Lightning, we were tag team champions. We beat Hornswoggle for it. So that was also super exciting. Frontline is always just such a fun time. So I'm very grateful to Ben McCoy, my whole Frontline family. I think that's one of the promotions I definitely consider family. Like, they've just been with me for so long. The locker room is always just so tight, so close. So I appreciate and love all of them. And then Higher Ground, I think they were my first Minnesota booking. I love Higher Ground. I'm so grateful for them giving me an opportunity and believing in me. At the time of this recording, it'll be next Saturday, but I have a championship match against Freak Show Cho, which I'm very excited about. He's a crazy competitor, so I'm super excited to stepping toe to toe with him. And so yeah, that Higher Ground, I just love Higher Ground. I'm so grateful for them for all their opportunities, and really giving me a place to grow, like outside of my home territories, like Minnesota, sort of I believe North Wisconsin, Eau Claire area. So yeah, they're just really great companies to work for, both Frontline and Higher Ground.
And you mentioned it. You won the Frontline battle title.
Yes.
You beat Paragon for that.
I did. Oh my goodness. I survived Paragon. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I mean, first and foremost, like you said, Paragon, one of the harder hitters in the area. So what was it like going up against him?
Oh my gosh, crazy competitor. Love Paragon. He definitely pushed me to my limits. And I think that being my first ever championship win sort of gave me the push and confidence I needed to grow. Oh my gosh, I really hope I step in the ring with him again. Just even backstage too, he's just such a cool person. And yeah, that pushed me to my limit. That was a crazy match, but honestly, one of my favorites. And then it was the start of a really cool and not long, but we'll see. But a cool and just impactful Frontline career. And who knows where the future will take me at Frontline. But yeah, I really hope I step in the ring with Paragon again.
When you win that title, is that a moment you take in the moment, or is it something that kind of sets in afterwards, like, wow, I did this?
I think for me, just the person I am, I don't really process things in the moment. I think I go with the flow a lot, and so I think things don't really settle in until like significantly afterwards, no matter what it is in life, like, you know, the ups and the downs. It definitely takes some time to settle. Like I have to really be sitting down and thinking about it for it to settle in. And so yeah, I can't remember when I really thought about it, but I know like it was. I imagine it was just like sitting, looking at the title in my dorm room. I had a ball in my dorm room with that title. I know my friends that I met in my dorm building here in Chicago, my freshman year of college, we were having so much fun with it. They were taking all these pictures, which was super nice. It was super nice to have those people to share this moment with. And I think that kind of helped me realize what I had accomplished, and what is possible to be accomplished, you know, across the indie scene. So yeah, I'm very grateful for Ben McCoy for that opportunity.
You know, obviously you're doing, you know, a lot of tag team stuff with Lat, but what did it kind of mean to you for your first ever title to be, you know, a singles championship?
I think it's super cool. I love it. I love me some Kid Lat. I love Kid Lat, but I will say it's super nice whenever I can branch out and do solo stuff. That's another reason I really love and appreciate Higher Ground Wrestling. That's one of the ones I've been really consistent with. And so it's a really nice way for me to grow as a singles competitor, just really show what I have to offer. But also tag team wrestling, I just love tag team wrestling. I think it's an aspect of the indie scene that it's just so much fun. I love all the tag teams out here. And so yeah, but I do think just as a singles competitor, my first title win being the Battle Championship, it was very like, I can't even think of the word. What's the word? It was very validating as a competitor. You know, that it doesn't, I don't need anyone else to throw down. I can do it myself, you know? But yeah.
Do you prefer singles action or do you prefer tag team?
don't know if I have a preference, so to speak. I think because honestly, the way I see it, any opportunity to step into the ring is a good one, especially with the work we do. I just feel like things can go so wrong and just like derail everything. So I think just like any day God gives me the blessing to be able to step into the ring is a good one. I love me some singles competitions. I love me some tag competitions. I love me anything. Like as long as I'm breathing, as long as God gave me the blessing to wake up and perform, I count that as a win.
And you mentioned, having the battle title, you took a lot of pictures with, a lot of your friends back at school.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one particular picture that you took with, at the time, NWA heavyweight champion EC3.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That was, I would have never expected like to be in the presence of so many people that like before wrestling, like I loved. Like I remember when EC3 was released in like a 2K game as DLC. Oh my goodness. And I couldn't wait to play as him. I remember seeing his beignets on WWE and like I would have never expected I'm sharing a locker room with him. And not only that, but I'm a champion in the locker room we're sharing. So I think that was just a really cool moment. And he's just one of many people I've been able to meet and just like be in awe of. I think like Kurt Angle's one, Gabby Tuft, Mustafa Ali. Like it's just so cool. It sort of makes you realize that like you can really achieve anything. Like these were fans too. Like they were in my position. They were fans. They worked hard. They were dedicated. They grew their network, whatever, and then made it to the place where I was in awe. So it's a very inspiring thing, and I'm grateful for all the companies who have put me in that position to be in the presence of just like legends and all these cool people.
And I mean, it's a bang-off photo as well. Like you support
I do love it.
your
Yes.
championships.
I love it. I love it. Love it. One of my favorites for sure.
Well, we talked about him a few times, so might as well get into it. Can you tell us about your relationship with your partner in Thunder and Lightning, Kid Lat?
Yes, Kid Lat. Oh my goodness. Kid Lat. Oh, okay, so we met, let's see. We met at Wrestle League. So that's one of my homes. I want to say like my main home. That's where I started. And that's also where I train. I try to train a lot more than I do now. I just started a new job, so it's a little harder. But yeah. And so we met there. I remember the person who ran the gym we had at the time, they were telling, like, you have to meet Kid Lat. Like, have you met Kid Lat yet? And I was like, no, I don't think I have. I was like a few weeks into training at that point. And then I remember, because back then we had beginners and then like the regular class. So the beginner class would end and then the regular class would start. And I was doing my stuff. And then I remember he came and that was the first time I saw him. He was watching me do drills and stuff. And I feel like I definitely was gravitated towards him because I feel like in this industry, I feel like whenever you meet people your age, like you're surrounded by so many adults. And I was in high school at the time. So I started when I was a junior in high school. I started training. And so I definitely gravitated towards the person who was my age. And so after that, we grew a friendship. We were applying to colleges in the area. And so we ended up going coincidentally to the same college, DePaul University, represent. And so, yeah, we would talk about rooming. So we ended up rooming too. And then eventually, like pre-Adonis debut, we would talk about like tagging. Like, it'd be so cool to tag. And then we ended up tagging, I think for the first time, it was at a Wrestle League show. We used to do shows at this like VR lounge. And that was the first time I got a mask because I would wear furry glasses. And so when we tagged, I would wear a furry mask to sort of merge our elements, and that was the start of Thunder and Lightning. I think we went against, Tully Bertranelli. And so yeah, it was so much fun, and then it's just taken off from there. It's really cool to do this with someone you consider close. We still live together now, and so we travel to shows sometimes. We're ready to throw down at Honor Bound, Kid Lat versus Adonis Allen. But yeah, and card subject to change, so we'll see. But yeah, it's just incredible. I love Kid Lat, even though we go one-on-one sometimes. It's just what happens when you're rooming with someone. It's like brothers, like I want to box my brother all the time, but that's my brother, so and at the end of the day, I do consider him a brother. Like, we're just so close in age. We sort of came in this industry together. He still has some years on me, like 1 or 2 years, but which also is really cool, because he still like guides me in a way, and I'm still learning. I want to learn so much more than I do now, and so yeah. But Lat is just amazing. I'm so grateful for Kid Lat, and I can't wait to see where Thunder and Lightning goes in the future.
Hell yeah. I mean, you mentioned, out of curiosity, where did you get the furry glasses / mask?
Let's see, the furry glasses I actually got from this place. I went to high school in Hyde Park, Illinois, and there was a Black-owned store. Oh my goodness, I forgot what it's called, but they had furry glasses of like a bunch of colors, and so I got this white one because I thought, oh my gosh, this looks like, I feel like this is so Adonis. And honestly, I think it's broke. I think I lost it because I also haven't worn furry glasses. I dropped it, I dropped it from the whole act a while ago. This was back when I had a furry jacket too. Now I do it sort of like a cloak. But yeah, and so the mask I make myself. All my masks I've made myself. Maybe I'll get it commissioned one day. I'd love to do that. But yeah, the mask I made myself.
Interesting. How did that go?
Wow. Well, I've had so many iterations because I'm human. I make mistakes. And when you have just super glue and just a bunch of felt you cut out, I'm bound to make mistakes. I'm just human. I'm just a boy at the end of the day. But I have honestly, not too bad though, especially for what it is. One day I want to get a professional mask though, or maybe sort of steer in the face paint direction.
Ooh, face paint.
Yeah, like war paint, like a warrior.
Do you have a general idea what you would like to do if you did face paint?
I have some things in mind. I think you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to see though.
Maybe
But we'll see. I'm looking into some things. I'm super excited to explore it if that's a possibility.
Maybe we'll see some war paint against Kid Lat?
Maybe. I mean, shoot. We'll see. We'll see. We're beefing right now, so it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. Who knows? Who knows?
And you mentioned I don't want to. You called it a cloak. It looked more like a cape to me. But
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. It's a cape. Thank you. Yeah, it's a cape. You're right.
Did you have that made, or was it something that you got?
Pardon?
Is it something that you made, or something that you just got?
That's something I got from Etsy. I was looking into some things online, and I found this white, I think they called it fox or something, but it was a white cape, and I got it from Etsy, Probably one of my best investments. Those and my gauntlets. I love my gauntlets. Oh my goodness, love those. But yeah, that I got from Etsy. The gauntlets I got from Amazon actually. And then let's see, and then the gear from eLucha.
I gotcha. Now, you mentioned, obviously you and Lat are beefing right now. It's going to be, a hot minute since the last time that you guys wrestled. What are you looking to be different this time around that you maybe saw in yourself then, but maybe, obviously it's been a while. You know what I mean?
Repeat that one more time. My bad.
What are you looking for in yourself this time around wrestling Kid Lat that you didn't see in yourself last time?
Let's see. I think, you know what? I'm looking forward to show people that at Frontline, he did me wrong. We were tag champs. He was off chasing around his former tag partner, Josh Price. And he was just so fake at Frontline. He was just so fake. Everywhere else, Wrestle League. We used to wrestle in Mississippi too. He was real. He was real. He was a real one. But Frontline, he kind of lost that value. And so I'm hoping people see that I'm not the villain. I'm really the hero, actually. And Kid Lat's the villain. Kid Lat, he's just, I need to set him straight, okay? I need to set him straight. And I plan to bring out anger from all of my 9 lives to make that possible, okay? But no, it's going to be a banger for sure.
Sounds like it's kind of a la Zarya and Sol Ruka right now.
Actually, I look at their storyline and I'm like, is this play about us? Oh my goodness, that's like it'd be us. But I love, oh my gosh, Sol Ruka is one of my favorites right now, and so it's crazy. We're basically this. Well, no, I was gonna say we're the same people. Me and Zarya are one in the same. Sol Ruka's the op right now to my Zarya. But I love me some Sol Ruka. Oh my goodness, she's like crazy talented, and same thing with Zarya. I just love women's wrestling. That's how I got into wrestling, was women's wrestling. Sasha Banks was the person who kind of got me into everything, and so women's wrestling is super important to me. And it's so great to see where it is now. Just like NXT has such a stacked roster, and it's just, I just love to see it. I just love it. Even here in Chicago, I just love the women's scene here in Chicago. Wrestle League, for example, I love Brittany Kay, Mayati, our women's champion. I just love to see it. I just love to see them thriving. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. And shout out to the girls of Wrestle League, all friends of the show as well.
Yes, I shout out to all of them. Yes.
Now, we've been talking about Thunder and Lightning and Kid Lat. Can you tell us about the Krat brothers?
Say that one more time. The what?
The Krat brothers.
Yeah. Yes. So we dressed up. We had a Halloween show. And we were talking about what we were gonna do. I had some ideas, but he wasn't rocking with that. And then I was like, what about the Krat brothers? Because I saw a bunch of TikToks about them. Because I think that's a fairly common one for duos of our generation to do. I feel like I always see it around Halloween, especially college kids, because that's sort of what we grew up on, PBS kids and stuff. And so, man, we didn't thrift. I thrifted my shirt. I lended him that green shirt, which he still hasn't gotten back to me. So once I beat him at some point, I'm taking that back. That's a nice shirt too. That's H&M, and he still hasn't given it back. I bet you he will say he did, but he never did. And I'm actually still very upset about that. So I gave him that. We bought these 2 black shirts, cut them, hot glued, the sort of Krat symbols on them. And I loved, and then we filmed a TikTok, which went viral. So that was really cool. Or an IG reel that went viral. And that was crazy. That was super cool. But yeah, that was so much fun. I think the whole idea of that, just like represents like, just have fun with like everything you do. And I'm definitely grateful he agreed to do it. He rocked with me and just loved the idea. That's one of my favorite looks, honestly, actually. That was a lot of fun. I like that one.
It sounds like the rivalry between you and Kid isn't just, on the wrestling side of things. Like, I think that there's going to be like some, roommate frustration being taken out on each other in that match.
There's always roommate things going on. I mean, I'm the one who always cleans. Shoot, since we got the time, let's talk about it. I'm the one who always cleans. Kid Lat would be doing all these drop kicks and head scissors, just like making a mess, and I'm the one who always cleans. It's rough. It's rough living with the electric boy wonder. So, but hey, I make it work, and that's still my boy. That's still my boy, even though we beef from time to time. I guess it's I beat him at the last Frontline event, so you know what? It's whatever. It's really whatever. But no, I guess he always knows where home is, I suppose.
You mentioned that you had a couple of ideas before you landed on the Krat brothers. What was rejected?
Oh my goodness. So actually, let's see what was. I think but also I can see why he said no, because this is more like a personal one that I've really wanted to do for a long time. But there's this like superhero. Oh, actually, there were two superhero duos. One was Fire and Ice from DC Comics. I've always wanted to do Fire, but so I think I was being selfish with that one. I won't lie. So he was right to shut that down. He was right. Okay, but I think the last one was the Wonder Twins. From DC Comics, because sometimes we call ourselves Wrestling's Wonder Twins. But I think it was a good idea to step away from sort of do something different than the superheroes. So I definitely applaud his thought process on that. Kid Lat, he has some good thought processes. He's wrong sometimes, but when he's right, he's right. Like the brain on that boy is insane. But yeah, so that was a pretty good choice to just stray away from something superhero based. And I'm glad Wild Kratts was what we went with. We even hinted at it when we did our promo for it. But what I noticed is that I guess we didn't understand our audience, or we know our audience, but people just, oh my goodness, we got called Blues Clues. I don't know how many times. Paw Patrol some other times, and it's like, do you guys not know ball? This is Wild Kratts. Like, come on now. But yeah, so I guess I don't know. We tried to hint at it in the promo. I lended him some more clothes. I gave him a green sweater, which I also don't think I got back. And then I wore blue. But yeah, that was a super fun time. Super fun time. I can't wait to see what we bring this Halloween.
So what you're saying is that Kid Lat did not want to take the shape of water.
Maybe not. Maybe not. That makes sense now that you put it like that. But I guess the whole idea of Halloween is being something you're not.
Right.
So if you are electric, why not be a little water for once, But, it's all good. Maybe I'll try again this upcoming Halloween. We'll see.
Now, getting off of, Kid Lat for the moment, you were actually able to wrestle, Shaq Jordan as well. One of the up-and-coming stars of, the indies on that, in that area. What was that match like?
If I remember correctly, it was a triple threat. It was one of my one of my first matches, maybe my second. It was a triple threat at a Pride show. Me, Shaq, and Don Capri. I think anytime I'm in the ring with Shaq, whether it's practice or a match, it's just a fun time. I love Shaq so much. He's definitely someone I consider a big brother in the whole wrestling industry. I think he's just so cool. He's just, don't get me started on Shaq. Shaq he's just such a good, like his core and like his soul on my soul is just such a loving, caring, funny person. And he's a locker room leader. Like that is a locker room leader. And he's just so talented in the ring. Like I see him going so far. Like it's not even funny. Like the places, my bad. Sorry, that notification. And so yeah, love Shaq. I really, really, really want a one-on-one with him. We're still waiting on a Adonis versus Shaq. And it's almost happened, but just things, cards subject to change, So, but yeah, I cannot wait to get in the ring with Shaq Jordan. Love Shaq Jordan, hands down.
Speaking of cards subject to change, can you tell us about that time you died and resurrected during a match?
Oh my goodness, you do your research. Oh my goodness. Wow. So yes, let's see. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. That was Feast of the Goat Queen. I don't even remember what year. I was blonde, so that was maybe June-ish or something. Like that was one of my first year. My first year, yeah, that was my first year. Actually, so the show started off. That was actually an early sort of preview of Thunder and Lightning. That was, actually, that might have been our first match tagging, actually. And so I think that was super fun. First off, Feast of the Goat Queen, you just had to be there. It was so much fun. We got to cosplay, sort of. Like we got to play different characters. Like Disco Ray, for example, was like a music mage, if I remember correctly. Like I was a cat warrior, and I forgot what Kid Lat was, but whatever. And so the second match of the night, me and Lat tagged, and I died. I got mollywopped. My 9 lives ran out. And so the sword I literally made. So I didn't make the sword. I painted it though. And so I ordered like this Thundercat sword off of Amazon. It was like foam. And actually maybe I shouldn't have said that. It wasn't a real sword. I will admit. Oops. But I painted it like my Thundercat, like Adonis Allen colors. Oh my goodness. I bought like cosplay foam and I was like cutting shapes out of it to like improve, like personalize the shape of it and like make it an Adonis Allen sword. And so that was super fun and we got to use it. But yeah, I got mollywopped. I think by Muggsy James. He mollywopped me. I died. And then my friend and me, my bestie-ish, Kid Lat, resurrected me with my sword. And so that was super fun. That was the first time a lot of my family members have watched me. My mom's side lived in that area, and so a lot of them came down to see me. It was just super fun. It was I had so much fun with that one. I think that's when I realized like I really love like the storytelling aspect. Like that's my favorite part of what we do. Because the whole show we were telling stories. So I had a first match, I think a battle royale, and then the last match, something like that. And then we were just telling stories, and I think that was so much fun. That was definitely my favorite part. Just my favorite part of like wrestling in general is just telling a story. And oh my goodness, any chance I get to do that is a good day.
Was that something that you came up on the fly, or was that something you had thought about before you actually got into the match?
The resurrection?
Yes.
I believe I believe we talked about that beforehand. Because I really wanted to implement the sword, and I guess they really wanted to kill me. So I was like, okay, let's resurrect me, I guess, with the sword. But yeah, that was so much fun. So much fun. I love Feast of the Goat Queen. That's a very positive memory in my mind.
Now, when you're not Adonis Allen, when you're not getting resurrected, when you're not the Crack Brothers, you're counseling with Kat?
Yeah, yes. So, wow, this brings us to B-Wizzle and Jared Lindsay. So, my goodness, they had some marital issues. You know, they had some trouble in paradise, and so I was asked, I believe, by B-Wizzle to come and counsel them. I think, yeah, oh my gosh, that was a long day. We filmed a bunch of promos with me counseling them, and JR just has a mouth on him. Oh my gosh, all he does is talk and yap. So I was there all day counseling them and just trying to get them through their issues, which worked somewhat. I mean, who knows? Who knows with them? And JR is always doing something. JR Lindsay is always doing something. So, but that was fun. That's just another sort of example of storytelling. Like, that was super cool. I'm definitely grateful that B-Wizzle and JR Lindsay sort of included me in that storyline, because that was a pretty big storyline for Wrestle League, was the whole JR versus Brittany.
Oh yeah.
That was huge. So I'm very glad I got to be a part of that, and it was super fun. Oh my goodness! I'm just remembering they filmed a section at me and Kid Lat's apartment. Oops. And oh my goodness, we got him to be a part of it. It was rough. I got water thrown at me. That I was so concerned that like we were going to get a warning from like our building or something. There was so much commotion. But like I said, I love storytelling, whether I get a bottle of water thrown on me or not. I think that's just part of the game, and that's what makes it so much fun. So yeah, counting with the cat was an experience, I will say.
Well, for what it's worth, it seems like Brittany and JR they're still together, so they're in a good place, kind of, sorta. But
I think you thank me for that. I think I take credit for that.
Exactly. But it did cause issues between you and JR, no?
JR, yeah, we've had a run-in in the past. That was crazy. That was when I was, yeah, that's when I was new-ish. I was still pretty, well, I'm green now, but I was like green. But like I said, like that was a whole bunch of storytelling. Like JR, one thing about JR, he will produce. He will put out promos. He will tell a story. And so that was my first taste of, I believe that was my first like promo, was my stuff with JR Lindsay. That storyline was crazy. My family members got so mad because JR, he was trying to say like he was my dad or something. And my family, or certain family members at the time, like just weren't too familiar with the whole wrestling thing. So I had to explain to them like, please, like we're cool, like it's okay, like it's a story. And so yeah, but I think they've gotten a lot used to it, especially with me being more sort of open about it on my pages. But yeah, that was crazy. Anytime JR is involved, I grow gray hairs, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness, he's crazy.
Yeah. JR, he may be good at producing. He's also very good at holding a grudge.
Oh my goodness, yes. And I hold it too, so it's okay.
Well, you mentioned, him giving you gray hairs. That being said, do blondes have more fun?
Let's see. Did I have more fun when I was blonde? Mm-mm-mm. Honestly, I don't even know. I feel like, dang, what did I do when I was blonde? Honestly, I just think I have more fun. I don't know what color I have when I have it, but I have the most fun. I feel like anything I do because it's fun and because I love it. From making music to wrestling, to doing whatever I want to do, really. I just love having fun. I love doing what makes me happy. I feel like life is too short to just not do what you don't want. Oh, sorry. Let me reword that. Life is too short to not do what you want to do. I think that's the right way to say it. You never know when like things are gonna get taken away from you. So I just feel like you should live every day like it's your last and follow your dreams and do whatever makes you happy. And not care what anyone else has to say about it because you're the one living your life. That's why I always post my gym pics. Like I love the gym. I still make music. I don't care how it sounds. Like it's fun. I do it. Wrestling, I love it. It's just so much fun. I love doing it. It's my passion. So I'm going to do it because I never know when my last day will be. And when I die, I want to die fulfilled and satisfied and loved. And people have said to me, like, you always seem so fun. Like, I know a couple people, and it makes me really happy when they do. Like you always seem like you're doing something and like or doing something fun or like doing something you want to do. And as long as I inspire people to do the same, I feel like I'm fulfilled. Because like I always tell people, like, do what you want to do, like follow your dreams. Because like I said, life is just too short. So just live a happy life.
Where did that mentality kind of come from? To, I want to do this, so I'm just going to go do it.
That's a great question. I don't really know. Let's see, because I feel like I haven't. Have I always been like that? I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like, that's a good question. I don't know. Because I'm trying to think if I've always been like that. And I want to say no. I feel like quarantine, I imagine, would be where that came from, too. Because I think just with everything being shut down, really all I could do was self-reflect. And I think that's where I've had like the most personal growth like in my life was quarantine. But yeah, I don't know where I got it from exactly, but I'm definitely glad I have it. And I really hope other people sort of see that and like adopt it. Just because I want to see people happy. I want to see people thriving and following their dreams. So yeah, I hope at some point everyone else adopts that. Because I truly want people to be fulfilled. I feel like that's so important in life.
Hell yeah. And I mean, speaking of a fulfilling moment, you mentioned it earlier. You was in the ring with a one hornswoggle.
Yes.
What was that moment and experience like?
My goodness, that was crazy. It's crazy to think that like, excuse me. It's crazy to think that like I share the ring, I share the locker room with these people. Excuse me, I feel I need to drink some water. But yeah, it's crazy. I remember like that didn't even process until like I got home and like I had the title and like me and Lat were talking and stuff, and it's just like, dang, like I really wrestled Hornswoggle. And like I'll tell people I wrestle and like there'll be fans and stuff of wrestling. And like I'll mention like I think like around that time I would mention like, yeah, like I just beat Hornswoggle for my tag title. And it's like the craziest thing. Like it's such a crazy thing to say. But it was super cool to work with him. I really hope we can run that back because that was so much fun.
Well, from a cool experience to a bizarre adventure. It's Adonis's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
I could think of a few stories. A lot of them Oh my goodness. So me and Disco Ray and Corey McHenry, as well as the Bro Bros, we would ride pretty consistently together to Frontline Pro, and we would always get pulled over for just like a bunch of things. And it's like every time for a while, like every time we drove, we would get pulled over. And I say a lot of things I don't even remember what for. I imagine speeding. I feel like that's the only thing they could really clock us for, even though we didn't. It's a struggle. It's a struggle being us. But that was crazy. And it's just like, every time. But I think one time specifically, I wonder if I'm remembering this correctly, but I want to say Disco's tire like blew out or something. I'm like positive. I hope I'm not imagining that, because now I feel weird saying it, but I want to say his tire blew out. We were on the way to a Frontline show. We were just texting the group chat. A couple people passed by and saw us, and it was, oh my goodness. We got the cops called on us because they said they got reports of a child walking on, like their car was pulled aside and like a child was on the shoulder. The child was me. I'm not a child. I was like 20. Like I'm basically a grown man. I don't know what they were talking about, but we got that fixed. I hope I'm not making that up. I'm positive that happened. Now I feel like I'm crazy, but I'm positive that happened. And we still made it to the show. So that was, we still made it.
Right. At least you still made it to the show, and Disco didn't get arrested for child abduction.
Oh, literally, or child endangerment. But see, once I turn 21, I hope it's over. I hope I grow a mustache instantly and people realize I'm the man I've always been. I'm a man. I'm grown.
Now, can you tell us about your love of video games?
Yes. So, oh my goodness. Jesus, you do your research. I'm starting to think you're like the feds or something. My goodness.
I'm not the feds, but I have friends in the feds.
Oh, period. Okay. Oh, wow. So, yes, I love me some video games. I was actually playing some before I hopped on. I was playing Planet Zoo and Sims. But I grew up with a brother. Well, I grew up with a bunch of siblings. I grew up with a sister and a brother. But my brother and I, we were really close in age. So we would always play. We were like 15 months apart. So we would always play sort of video games, Wii U. So yeah, the gaming is a huge part of my existence, really, honestly. Like that's just so big. Like that's a really big way of bonding for me. Like just growing up, Wii Sports, just like the Lego games, playing like on a Saturday morning with my brother. But yeah, that's also how I discovered wrestling. I was because I'm also a huge superhero fan. I'm just a nerd overall. I'm a geek, but
we all are.
And honestly, like I said, like just living life like it's the last. Like if you love what you love it. And so I love me some anything nerdy. Really, I like. Well, actually, I take that back. But yeah, superheroes, huge fan. Actually, before I even got into wrestling, I imagined my character was Wade McSky, which now I feel like sounds stupid, but he was the Sky Beast, Wade McSky, which I guess isn't too far off from the Hoodrat Thundercat. I think the name is a little better now, but and so I was watching, big gaming and superhero fan, I was watching the reveal of a character for this game called Injustice 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Up, Down, Down, Xavier Woods' channel did a collaboration with the studio. And so Sasha Banks Bailey and I want to say Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, revealed a character. And so that was my first time seeing like wrestlers. And so I looked up Sasha Banks, honestly, because she had purple hair. And I was like, who is this girl with purple hair? So I looked her up, looked at some of her matches. And then I remember watching her Falls Count Anywhere match with Charlotte. I'm not sure if that was just like a rerun match, like just an older match they posted on their YouTube, or like that was the feud that was currently going on. I can't remember. Well, I could probably look back at the dates and figure it out. But and so like that's where I really fell in love, was like seeing all these matches and seeing it. To me, and I always tell like people who aren't familiar with wrestling, it's like reality TV, but you can put hands on people. Like there's so much drama. I remember when I first got into everything, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. Like I love this. And that's like I said earlier, like I got into women's wrestling. I got into wrestling through women's wrestling. So, and I've like the women throw down. Like I prefer women's wrestling over men wrestling. And oh my goodness, like Ember Moon, Sasha Banks, Dana Brooke, Charlotte, like all these people, AJ Lee, Naomi, like those are definitely who inspired me to sort of explore this. And like I would look at little things, I would look at details, and I'm like, wait a minute, like this is not everything it seems. There's more to this. And so I looked it up, figured out how they did it, and then looked up schools to do it. And so that's how I found Wrestle League. It was actually just pro wrestling at the time. And so I joined. I think I messaged them. They said I had to be like 17. I was 14, 13 at the time. So I waited until I was 17. Like I was in Florida when I turned 17. So when I came back, I started training. And so, because it was like spring break or something. And so, yeah, I waited like 3-4 years. But yeah, so my passion for wrestling, there would be no Adonis without two things, and that's video games and Sasha Banks. So very grateful for those two.
Now, first and foremost, you said reality show but they draw hands. I mean, I feel like a lot of reality shows do draw hands. Like,
you know what? You're right. It depends how ghetto they want to be. Yeah. Like, because, Love Island, they're not throwing hands with each other. But, Love and Hip Hop, they're throwing hands. They're throwing hands. But they're not like drop kicking and like jumping off the top rope. They're more like throwing glasses and, a couple slaps here and there. So I'd rather get in the ring with a Love and Hip Hop star than a like Hall of Famer if I want to walk out untouched.
Depending on which Love and Hip Hop character you want to get in the ring with.
That's true. That's true.
And you mentioned you're currently playing The Sims, correct?
Yes.
Now, what is your Sims occupation?
Oh my goodness, it varies. I love the ones where you can go with the sim to work. Well, actually, I like the ones where you don't have to too, because it's nice to balance. But let's see. I think my favorite of all time is actor. Actually, I love the actor job. Yeah, that's so much fun. Because honestly, I love acting. I'm not good at it. I will say that. I want to get better, and I will. But I love it. I used to act when I was younger. I did like a Feeding America, and I'm sorry if you can hear my chair. A Feeding America PSA, and then something for like Farmers Insurance. I still can't find that. But I've been getting back into it lately with a couple. Because one thing about DePaul, I didn't realize this when I came. It's like a lot of film students, like almost like uncomfortably. It's like a lot of film students. But I guess I've realized they're cool. Like, film students are cool. And so I'm friends with like a bunch of them. And so I've already been in like 2 short films. So I would love to do more. I really want to grow my acting skills, which will at the end of the day grow my storytelling skills. So yeah,
which makes you a better wrestler.
Exactly. My thought process, exactly. Because yeah, I just love telling stories. Like I did this improv class, and that's probably the best class I've ever done at DePaul. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Like, just telling stories is honestly just like my favorite thing. Like, love it.
Just kind of getting back to The Sims. What is the most weird or bizarre way your sim has died?
Oh, by me actually. Sometimes they're just so hard-headed. They're so hard-headed. Sometimes they just don't listen. If I tell them to walk to a certain spot, sometimes they'll stand there for I don't know how long. So, I definitely, and I feel like this is something all sim players have done, so I can't even feel crazy for it. But, I'll put them in like a pool and put a fence around it, and then they can't escape. And so, and then that happens to them. But I think a way like I haven't influenced, oh my gosh, actually, they died from laughter. And I was so mad, actually, because I don't know, they were in a playful mood. And then I had them tell a joke or I had someone tell a joke to them or something. And they died of laughter. And I was so mad because I actually really liked that sim. And I just thought it was so stupid that they died of laughter. And since then, if a sim is in a playful mood, I shut it down right away. So that's not happening ever again. That was stupid. I hated that.
Okay, so Adonis Allen, he's not afraid to draw hands with his Sims. Put him in a pool.
At all. I'll finish them. I brought them into the world, and I will take them out for sure.
What is your favorite or go-to game?
Right now, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. I've been playing that a lot lately. I've always been a big Overwatch fan, but lately they've sort of really amped things up with the characters and everything. Excuse me. With the characters and everything, they're really taking the lore and stuff to the next level. So that's super fun. I've been playing that a lot. Let's see. I'm trying to get my hands on 2K26 or 7, whichever came out recently, but I didn't know it was on a new gen console. I'm still with an Xbox One, so
Oh wow.
I'm trying to get my hands on that. I have a PC, but I don't feel like buying it on my PC. And then I think of all time, though, it's probably Injustice 2, just because of how much that game meant to me. It brought me into wrestling, introduced me to wrestling. I remember I was standing in line at like midnight to get a copy. I got a jersey. I don't know where that jersey is actually. It's somewhere, but I got a jersey from it that I grew into because I was a wee little lad, and then I grew into it. I got like a steel book. Oh my gosh, love Injustice 2. Like that's and just like that. It merges parts like my favorite parts of the world, like superheroes and video games. All it's missing is the wrestling, but honestly, we have that too because it brought me into the wrestling world. So just all around, Injustice 2 has just sentimentally, the Injustice franchise is very near and dear to my heart.
Who are you playing as?
In Injustice or
Yes.
Overwatch? Both.
In Injustice.
Injustice. Let's see. Black Canary was like my number one main. She's also, I think, with the way it is, like it being established characters, like a lot of the times I'll play a character because I like the character and like because I'm also the type of person like no matter what game I play, like I can play different player types. Like I can be the zoner or I could be up in their face. Like I'm just like that. I got it. So I would play Starfire sometimes. She's a zoner. I don't really like zoners though, but I still play him. And then Black Canary, Dr. Fate. He's also a zoner, but I love Dr. Fate, so I don't care. Let's see who else. Who else was in that game? Oh, Supergirl. I was really good with Supergirl. Love me some Supergirl. Blue Beetle was also really cool. I would a lot of the times I would do random select and just like play because I could honestly just do well. Also with fighting games, you can just mash buttons and end up on top. So
Oh yeah.
I would do that sometimes too. I won't lie. But Black Canary, I would not need to do that. Like, I would mollywop someone real bad with Black Canary. Love her. But yeah, I love you. I haven't played in so long, but I need to get back into it. I'm waiting for Injustice 3, honestly.
Did they announce an Injustice 3?
No, but there's just rumors. All we have to work with is rumors right now.
You have hope.
Yes, you gotta have hope. If you have anything, it's hope. Hope and drive.
You know, it's funny that, you mentioned that you just got off playing video games before the interview, because I was literally doing the same thing.
What were you playing?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that the
Zelda.
Is that the first one or the newer
second one?
Second one. Okay, I haven't played that one. I also, because I haven't gotten a new Nintendo Switch in a long time, but I replayed the first one. Maybe like the start of the school year, like November. No, that was not the start of the school year. Like September-ish. I like rediscovered. No, okay, so it was like winter break actually. I restarted my Breath of the Wild save. And then Animal Crossing. I love me some Animal Crossing. Oh, you know what? I love me some Animal Crossing. That's one of my favorites too. And so yeah, I need to get back on my Nintendo grind. I'm a big Xbox PC gamer, but I need to get back on my Nintendo. That's where it all started with the Wii and Wii U and stuff. So I need to show them some love.
Well, I'm really enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. When Breath of the Wild came out, I was not mentally prepared to play that game. And just the sheer magnitude of what it was. And I wasn't, like, I've been sitting on Tears of the Kingdom for maybe like 2 years at this point. Because I wasn't, like, ready to put in that time commitment. But my Xbox kind of got put on hold for a little while. That's a whole other story. So I was like, okay, well, this is probably the best time to get into it. And yeah, it's I was more prepared than I was when I played Breath of the Wild, and it's a grind. There's a lot of side quests.
Is that the second Nintendo Switch, or can you play that on the first one?
The first one. I don't have the second one.
Oh, you said they don't, or you don't?
I don't have the second Switch.
And me neither. But you know what? I want it so bad. I saw it. I remember Seneca Sunshine. We rode to Frontline Pro, and I was watching over her shoulder play on hers. I was so jealous. So jealous.
You know, there's still a bunch of games I could play on the original Switch that I don't have. So I'm more inclined to get those, and then when the Switch 2 drops in price, get that, play a couple of games on that as well.
See, it's a great time to be a gaming fan. Great time.
It's always a great time to be a gaming fan.
You know what? I like that better. I like that.
Right. You mentioned Animal Crossings as well, so I have to ask, what is the name of your island?
Oh my goodness, where is the name of my island? I think, that's a good question. I made that one ages ago. I want to say, I don't know what it is. It's called Marwen, like Marwen. That was, so when I was younger, I made this, oh my gosh. So like I said, I was a freaking nerd. Oh my goodness. When I was like really, really young, I made this superhero. And like whenever I played superheroes with my brother, like played like Imagination and stuff, I would play as a superhero. His name was like Red Boy. And it was so stupid. Looking back, it was so stupid. But, and so yeah, and the city he defended was Marwen City. And so, I feel so stupid. Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid. But, you know, those were simpler times when I didn't have to pay bills and stuff. So all I could do was just play Imagination and just have fun. But yeah, so that was a city Red Boy defended. So It's stuck with me until I made that Animal Crossing world.
I gotcha. All right. Now, everything that we've been talking about, you do make music as well. Can you tell us about your music career?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So that actually. Oh my goodness. So I would back in high school, I would write raps just for fun because I thought it was super fun. And so I remember Kid Lat. Oh, my bad. Not Kid Lat. See, I'm just thinking about him right now. Let's see. It was J.R. Lindsay who asked me if I wanted to hop on a song. He was doing this album where he got a bunch of wrestlers. I know Ewok, the Bro Bros, on a couple songs, and he got me on one of them. Wrote my verse, and I that's one of my favorite verses. I think that was called Bad Energy Freestyle, and so it was just so much fun. Whether it was good or not, I had fun, so I wanted to do it again. And so I did it again. I hopped in the studio. I recorded Ruthless, which is a favorite of a couple people I know. And then eventually Save the Day, Undertaker. Undertaker is a really popular one. But yeah, it's just so much fun. And I thought it was a really good way to explore the Adonis character and flesh him out, not flush him out. Oh my goodness. But yeah, and then eventually I made my number one song, IMMN. I remember I thought about it. I was on the train. I was coming off of a train or something, and I was listening to Usher's "There Goes My Baby," and I was like, "Wow! What if I made what if this was I miss my person, my man?" And so I made that song, and oh my goodness, my frat brothers, my college friends, that's a favorite for a lot of people, but and that's why I was I don't need thousands of followers, hundreds, millions of listeners. I just need to know, because I do it for me, number one. Like I said, I like it, I have fun when I do it, so I do it. But people enjoying it definitely makes it better, just so that I know people can relate to it and they enjoy it. Excuse me again. That I can share that with people. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. And so yeah, that's super fun. And I'm working on some stuff now too. I'm really excited to drop again. But yeah, and then I eventually released an album, Hoodrat Thundercat, which was fun. I only like half of the songs. I'm not gonna hold you, but all of them I can listen to, in certain states of mind. So, but no, music is so much fun. I love it.
What would be the song that you would recommend most people go listen to?
Ooh, that's a good question. I want to say, I have a couple. I want to say Ruthless. That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my firstborn. Undertaker is a really pop. I hear a lot of people say they like Undertaker. So Undertaker, Ruthless, IMMN. That's an abbreviation, but IMMN. That's my number one. That's just for stuffs and giggles. That's just for fun. And then an underrated one I feel doesn't get enough love is Stack. I love that one, but yeah. And I got some more coming up soon that might shake things up. So, just always stay tuned to Adonis Allen. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. I want to say SoundCloud soon, but I'm not a SoundCloud rapper, so we'll see.
Absolutely. And your YouTube page will be in the description of the video, so everybody could check out all of the music as well.
Thank you.
Speaking of music, that's a great segue to the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Wow. Probably. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many to choose from. I think I'm not full of myself, but I will say Ruthless Adonis Allen as number 1.
Okay.
What's that? I'm trying to think of this. Well, I just said I'm not full of myself, but Cocky AF by Megan Thee Stallion, I think is a really hard one. And honestly, I imagine, wait, is this an Adonis Allen movie? Is that what you said?
I mean, yeah, it's your movie.
Okay, so yeah, Ruthless. Oof, oh my goodness, 3. Oh my goodness, I have to pick one. Okay, Ruthless Adonis Allen, Cocky AF, Megan Thee Stallion, and you know what? Oh, you know what? Okay, actually, we're gonna go Ruthless Adonis Allen because we're gonna shake it up. I feel like a movie. There's death, there's love, there's triumph. So Ruthless that's what you play when I'm doing my Adonis thing, and then I think a love song, like when I find my true love in the movie, is Every Summertime. But I think it's by Nicki. Love that song. Either that or India Part 2 by Lil Durk. And then the song for it's sad, like something happened. Ooh, I think is I gotta look at my sad playlist. Oh my goodness. The first thing that comes to mind is I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Abrams. I might just settle on that. Yeah, no. Oh my goodness, this is such a good question. I love this question. Oh my goodness, I'd give you a whole playlist if I could.
I feel like you've given me a playlist.
Honestly. You know what? I choose Don't Smile by Sabrina Carpenter. So Ruthless by Adonis Allen, Don't Smile by Sabrina Carpenter, and what did I say? I don't even know what I said. Oh, Every Summertime by Nicki.
Are we locking that in?
Pardon?
Are we locking it in?
I think that's what I'm locking in. That's what I'm locking in.
Okay. Well, definitely a solid whole album at this point.
Thank you.
Everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go to casting.
Yeah.
Who plays you, and you can't say yourself because you are obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
I know previously, I remember Kid Lat asked me this type of question. I said Michael B. Jordan.
Because he was on the podcast.
Yeah, right, yes. But I changed my mind. I don't say Michael B. Jordan. I also don't think I could afford him.
Hey, we have unlimited budget. If you want Michael B. Jordan, we could get Academy Award-winning Michael B. Jordan.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna switch it up. I think I'm trying to look it up now. His name is Mason Goodling or Gooding. Oops. He was in the Scream movies. He was also in the show called Love Victor, which I really like. But he's like I don't know if you know him, but like this light-skinned man. He was also in the, I want to say that slasher movie about Valentine's Day and couples. I swear he was in that. But yeah, I'm gonna choose him. What's his name? Oh my goodness, I think I gotta look it up. I think his name was Jason Jordan. He was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when I was getting into wrestling, I was watching him. I felt like I saw myself in him, not in ability or anything, but in looks. Maybe he was just light skinned, I don't know. But I feel like we looked close enough alike. So yeah, either Jason Jordan, Mason Gooding, or you know what? If I'm feeling good, Michael B. Jordan. I think I'm gonna choose Mason Gooding though.
Okay. Now, every movie has a supporting cast. Who
Mm.
would be 3 people significant to you and your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
My goodness. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Now I gotta look up actors. I feel like Kid Lat, has to be in it. So I'm going to do low key. I'm gonna do the dude from Heated Rivalry, Hudson Williams,
Okay.
as Kid Lat. Let's see. I also feel like Brittany K. I feel like Brittany K would be by my side. But who would play Brittany K? My goodness. Who would play Brittany K? Honestly, no, I don't want her to play herself. I want someone else to play her. Dang, who would be Brittany K? Wow. I'm stumped on Brittany K, so I might just skip her. No, I can't skip Brittany. You know what? Brittany K is Brittany K, because I genuinely can't think of an actress for her.
That's fine. And you casted Hudson Williams as Kid Lat?
As Kid Lat, yes.
Okay.
And then Brittany K we'll do Brittany K as Brittany K.
Fair enough.
Brittany K as Brittany K. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna throw in Disco Ray too. And I feel who would play Disco Ray? You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna cast Keke Palmer as Brittany K.
Oh, as
Oh no, yeah, no, not Disco Ray, not Disco Ray.
I was gonna say
Brittany K, Keke Palmer.
Okay.
And then for Disco Ray, ooh. Okay, for some reason, my mind is going to Jordan Peele, but I don't think that's accurate. That's just the first person I thought of. You know what? I'm gonna give Michael B. Jordan to Disco Ray, actually.
Okay. Michael B. Jordan with an afro.
Mm-hmm.
Something I didn't know I needed until right this moment.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely a fantastic cast. This is sounding like a great movie, a blockbuster to say the least.
See,
and
that's
you
what we
can
do.
pre-order the tickets now.
Yes. Adonis Allen, bringing the thunder. Thunder Wars. No, it's the opportunities, the options are endless.
Damn, we already got a title.
A trilogy, really.
I'm digging it. Now on to a controversial subject. Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
You know what? I'm all for it. I actually like it. I like it. I don't care.
Okay, so pro pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, very pro.
Okay. What's your spirit?
If you don't like it, don't eat it. That's my message to people. If you don't like it, don't eat it.
Oh, they definitely do not like it, and they definitely do not eat it.
You know what? And they like that. Say more for the rest of us.
Oh, what's your spirit Pokemon?
I feel like it's Squirtle. I don't know too much about Pokemon, but I don't know. I've always been drawn to. Oh wait, no. Squirtle. Wait. Which one's Squirtle? That's not the penguin, right? That's not the penguin.
It's the turtle.
One second.
Squirtle's the turtle.
Because I'm looking at him now. Okay, so either Squirtle or that penguin one. It was on like a TV show I watched on like Cartoon Network, or Puplip. Either Squirtle or Puplip. Piplup. Whichever it is. Yeah, I feel like I give those. You know what? I'm gonna say Squirtle. That's my final answer. Squirtle.
Okay, Squirtle. Now, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for Thug? THUG.
THUG?
Yes.
Thug. I don't think I do.
Then I will spell it out for you.
Okay.
T is for terrible. H
Okay.
is for hell. U
Mm.
is for ugly. And
Mm.
G is for jail. Because a Doug can't spell. Yes.
I love it. I love it.
We love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show, trying to keep the memory alive.
I know that's right.
Weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview. Hopefully.
Okay.
Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock.
Let's do it. I'll take on anything, anybody. Let's do it.
All right. Well,
let's hope they don't end up a pebble after I'm done with them.
Well, just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a long time. Shout out to them. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of endurance.
Yes. Nobody ever questioned Psycho Mike's endurance.
Wait, how do they use the bathroom? Like, how does that work?
I feel like he would have at some point.
Do they eat?
I mean, he literally had other matches while he was in the match with The Rock.
Oh, really?
And then
The
Rock interfered in the match to cost him the match, and then would ultimately pin him, to get a point up on him. So, I mean, there was a lot happened in that 2 weeks.
This sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to check this out. I like the sound of this.
I could send it to you.
Okay.
On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I see myself. I'm gonna say over 200 pounds, maybe 250. I've been bulking for a bit. Oh, 5 years. Well, let's see. I got 20 in 1 year. Last year I was 140. I'm 160 now. Oh, I can't do the math. Wow, whatever 2 times 5 is. Oh, shoot, that's 100. No, 20. Yeah. So you know what? Maybe so I was right. 250. 250 pounds. The gym has been pretty important to me lately. So maybe 250 pounds of muscle, of just full muscle. Growing my resume and just traveling, wrestling. Let's see. Just like getting so good in my craft, like just studying, practicing, getting my bag up. Let's see. But yeah, by 5 years, traveling, learning, growing my body, growing my mind, also making new friends, networking with people. Let's see. And some type of evolution of the Hoodrat Thundercat. 9 lives is a lot, and there's a lot to do in 9 lives. So, evolution. Maybe some new endeavors. I mean, I added music last year, maybe 2 years ago. Maybe a new outlet to show what I can do. We'll see. But yeah, I think travel and just developing my body and mind is the biggest to me.
Okay.
But yeah, we go where the wind takes me, whatever God has planned for me.
And what is one of your matches that you would recommend people see that best shows off you as a pro wrestler?
I think the first one that comes to mind, I really enjoyed my match with Jin Hollows at Higher Ground Wrestling. That's on my YouTube channel. Let's see. My triple threat with Shaq, Jordan, and Don Capri. Love that one. Let's see. There's so many. My goodness. Let's see. Love my match with Paragon. Dang, how much time do we have? How many can I choose?
I mean, you could say as many as you want, but
I'm gonna narrow it down to like 5. I'm gonna say Adonis Allen versus Jin Hollows. Adonis Allen versus Don Capri, Shaq Jordan. Oh, great. Now they seem to have left me. Wait, how much was that? I think that was 2. Yeah, okay. So Adonis Allen versus Paragon. Let's see. My first match is always fun to look back at just to see my progression. That was me, Rockin' Rivera, Gavin McCoy, and Crizzo. And then Adonis Allen versus Ben Evenson for the battle title. Oh, wait, no. Wait a minute. Scratch the list. Because I just thought of, oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm so sorry. Okay, so Adonis Allen versus Jim Hollows, Higher Ground. Adonis Allen versus Paragon, Frontline Pro. Adonis Allen versus Shaq Jordan versus Don Capri, Wrestle League. Adonis Allen versus there was so many people. Jared Jacks, EJ Swanson, and one more person. I'm blanking on the name. I'm so sorry. But it was a fatal 4-way. I was defending my title, my battle championship in a ladder match. So that was so much fun. At Frontline. And then Adonis Allen versus Ben Evenson for the battle championship. The second time around.
Okay. And all of these matches on your YouTube or just the first one?
All of them except for Adonis Allen versus Ben Evenson. You can find that on Ben Evenson's channel.
Gotcha. And I will grab those matches from your YouTube, and I will put a link to them in the description of the video below.
Thank you. The Evenson is the latest one. That was because we had one back when I was the champion, and then we ran it back last year. Yeah, last year, 2025, when he was champion. So the 2025 version is definitely the one I recommend. Both good matches, in my opinion, but 2025 is the one to check out for sure.
I gotcha. And the link to his YouTube channel is in the description of the video below, so you can bench watch all things Adonis Allen for the matches you haven't seen, want to re-see after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom. This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm scared, but I'm ready.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
All time, well, I'm biased, but Sasha Banks, I'm going to say John Cena, and I'm going to say Shawn Michaels.
Worst wrestler.
I'm going to say Adonis Allen.
No.
That's my PR answer.
We can accept that answer.
Oh my gosh, I don't like talking about people like that. I feel I love everyone. And I don't want beef. I don't want the smoke. Not gonna lie.
Would you like the default answer?
Yeah, what's the default answer?
You have chosen Eva Marie.
You know what? We'll take it. Eva Marie, love you, girl. The dude who got dropped from NXT, he was like a dude diva. People say he was the worst. I can't confirm whether I agree or disagree.
Who are you talking about?
I don't even know his name. I think his name was like Elliot or something. But I saw a YouTube essay and it was like worst wrestler ? So I'm gonna say him. But he was in NXT. Duke Elliott or something. It was something Elliott. He was like a more flamboyant one. I love the character. I really liked the character. But he was a more flamboyant one.
Now you got me going to be Googling after this interview.
Yeah, it was recent too. It was really recent.
Your main eventing WrestleMania.
Quincy Elliott. I'm sorry, Quincy Elliott.
That sounds really familiar, but
yeah, it was really recent. But my bad. Okay, speed round. My bad.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your
Mm.
opponent?
Oh, my number one. I'm gonna say, probably Kid Lat. Probably Kid Lat.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Probably the Iconics. I love that theme song. I love that one so much.
Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
Alive and well. It's living and breathing. It's in the room with us.
We would have also accepted. Tastes great on toast. Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
You know what? I'm gonna say it's a fruit.
And that is the correct answer. It
I
is
know that's
indeed
right.
a fruit.
See, 9 lives. I'm a botanist in one of them. I'm sure.
College is paying off.
It is. It better.
New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
It depends on you. It depends how much of the goods you want to show, how much of the goods you got to work with. But it's all up to you. I like me a little cheek action. I work hard in the gym. My glutes are good, but I'll stay modest from time to time though. I do want to rock biker shorts at some point, but I work hard for the glutes. I gotta show them off.
So to each their own.
To each their own. Whatever makes you happy.
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know.
Let's hear it.
Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
I've not had that pleasure, unfortunately. Not yet. Not yet. That's my answer. Not yet.
And that is the correct answer.
Yes.
And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun. This was a blast.
The pleasure was all mine. And once again, where can people find all things Adonis Allin on social media and your merchandise?
You can find my merchandise at adonisallin.com. You can find my Instagram _Adonis.Allin_. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music as Adonis Allin. And yeah, stay all up to date on Instagram with all my locations and show dates and some other fun stuff I like to post. Keep it cute.
Hell yeah. And you don't have to type it into your Google machines. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and CastBox. Simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Buy a damn shirt.
Thank you, Dal. Thank you.
Of course, gotta do our part.
No excuses.
No excuses. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. But on YouTube and CastBox, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Play on One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say wrestling, what? You say entertainment, okay?
Sounds good.
For our special guest, Adonis Allin, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.